Hi Leo, welcome to January and Happy New Year. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start the reading, I want to talk about what's coming up astrologically. So January 6th, we have a full moon in Cancer. Then we have January 12th, Mars moves direct in Gemini, after having been in retrograde since like August, I think. January 18th, Mercury goes direct in Capricorn. January 21st, we have a new moon in Aquarius, which is in your 7th house of partnership. And then January 22nd, we have Uranus going direct in Taurus. So a lot of planets that have been retrograde are coming online this month. So things that are stagnating are going to start to shift forward. But let's see what the cards say for Leo in terms of love and relationships for the month of January. What does Leo need to know about love and relationships in January? What does Leo need to know? Okay. The Queen of Swords. The Ten of Cups. The Four of Swords. The Seven of Cups. The Page of Wands. The Ten of Wands. The Four of Cups. The Ten of Swords. The Eight of Wands. And the Devil. And the card at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. Interesting reading. So, Queen of Swords energy. If this is your energy, you've had the walls up around you. The Queen of Swords is like a no-nonsense queen. You can't BS her. And you may have been keeping people at a distance because you're tired of the BS, So, but you have the Ten of Cups here. So there is love around you. You just have to be open to it. Drop your guard, let it in. I feel like you might have been coming out of it could have been a relationship that ended because you have the Ten of Swords here in your environment. Something that you felt it's done, it's over. And you might be healing from that. I see you with these two fours, especially the Four of Swords. This is a card of taking time out to heal. So maybe you're recovering from an illness or you're just needing time to rest. You might be separated from someone that you care about. Maybe you just needed a time out from each other to figure out how you feel and where you want to go with the relationship. You have the Seven of Cups here in the recent past. So you could have more than one option when it comes to romance or love, or you're just trying to figure out what you want. I feel like it's more that, not so much like you're playing, like you're dating all these people. Although for some of you who are single, that could be. But if you're in a committed partnership, you might be just feeling, I don't know what I want to do with this relationship. I don't know where I want it to go. I'm not sure what I even need in a relationship. But you have the Nine of Cups here, so you can get what you need. The Nine and the Ten of Cups, there's love out there for you. But it's just, I feel like you just haven't been aware of it, or you're not, like it's being offered to you and you're not sure you want it. Because you have this Four of Cups here. This is a card of dissatisfaction and boredom. Like you're not happy with the way your life is going, but you're not ready to change it either. And people are offering you love. You might have someone that wants to offer you love, but you may feel like this is not the right person. I don't want this person's love. Or you're wanting something else. Whatever it is, you're trying to figure out what is it that I really want, or you have to make a decision. With the Seven of Cups, you have to make a decision about your various options. Do I want to accept the love that's on offer for me from this person? Do I want someone else? Do I want something? What do I need? And I feel like you're going to have to make that choice this month because you're you're going to start to feel like you have this Page of Wands here coming up in the future. And that's a message coming in. So you may get a message from someone that you haven't talked to in a while. And if not, it could even be you wanting to give a message because it's a wand. So it's your energy. And you have the Ten of Wands here. Maybe you feel like you've been struggling carrying a heavy burden. But I feel like that burden is coming to an end. You have these you have 3 tens. So you're coming to the end of a difficult cycle. I feel like the worst is going to be over this month. You're coming to a period where whatever you've been carrying on your own or by yourself, that's going to end. And I think the way it's going to end is through new opportunities coming in, messages coming in. So you're going to get, I feel like maybe it's more that people are going to reach out to you. So someone that you haven't been talking to may reach out. Because the Eight of Wands is here. This is a card of things moving. News coming in, doors opening up, opportunities. So it could be a message of love that comes in. You might hear from someone that you haven't talked to in a while, and they may tell you how they feel, and that could open doors for you. You also have the Devil card here as an outcome. So the Devil card comes up sometimes when there are some codependent aspects to a relationship or toxic aspects where sometimes it could be like one person is overly dependent on another person. There's an imbalance in the relationship. Sometimes it can mean strong physical passion, that the relationship is based on passion more than love. The devil could be an addiction or an obsession. So somebody might be struggling with addiction problems, a drug or drinking problem. Or you could just be obsessed with someone. The devil could also represent fear of being swallowed up by another person's energy. Like maybe the person's coming on too strong and it scares you. So you may have to deal with someone. If a new relationship comes in, I feel like it could be someone from the past. It could be someone that has a very strong, almost like power over you. And you may have to regulate that, set boundaries around that. But if you're looking for love, I feel like you're going to have more than one option. Because I'm just feeling that you're going to hear from someone. Messages are coming in. So if you haven't talked to someone in a long time, like if you've broken up and you feel like the thing is completely over, I feel like there's going to be a shift in the energy, and you may reconnect with that person or at least talk to them. But there are also going to be other opportunities. So that's where the choice comes in, where you have to decide which is the one that I really want. Do I want something, and the devil, you may have to give up some of your addiction. If you have some bad habits, you may be working on overcoming them. Like habits where you're, especially if you're having any kind of addiction problems. This isn't for everyone, but this is for someone. Or if you're addicted to a person where you can't stop thinking about them, you're just obsessed with them. You may have to overcome that somehow and free yourself from that addiction so that you can find true love. Maybe a part of you is afraid to reconnect with someone from the past because of your strong feelings, because they had a hold on you and they had such a strong influence in your life. But with the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Cups, I feel like you can get what you want. And actually, the way you get what you want is through this devil energy, which is conquering fear and overcoming any kind of, it could be that the relationship was destroyed because of an addiction problem, or it could be that the relationship never got off the ground because of some fear that you had over intimacy. So if you can overcome your fears and get a grip on yourself, I feel like you could recreate love this month with someone that could bring you a lot of joy. Because the Ten of Cups is this is the ideal love. The Nine of Cups is more physical. But it leads to the Ten of Cups, which is like pure love, where it's not just sex, it's you really love the person, and you like being around them. And I feel like there may be some endings, but there are also going to be some positive things too. But you're going to have to work on yourself to bring that energy. Like you're going to have the opportunity to make some changes, but you have to work out some of your own demons before you can move forward. So let's see what the angels have to say. But definitely you're coming out of a difficult time. You're coming out of a difficult time, and you're going to free yourself from anything that's been toxic. I feel like that's the goal this month. Get rid of the toxic people in my life so that I can attract true love and real love. Okay, let's see what the angels have to say. Healing. Okay. Yep, that fits. Listen to your heart. Love is the greatest healer. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts, and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. Your angels are here with you and will help dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you, and your life will magically transform. This card is confirmation that healing is occurring right now. So yeah, this fits the reading. You're going through healing this month, but you're going to come out of it releasing baggage that's been holding you back, releasing anything that's been dragging you down, and you're going to open up to love and wish fulfillment. So that's possible. Okay, let's see what the astrology has to say. So Leo, you have a full moon in your psychological health and health houses. So the full moon's in the 12th house, and the sun and Mercury is in the 6th house. You are transforming the way, like you are going through a healing, a transformative healing experience. With the moon in the 12th, like full moons always bring things to the surface. So you may finally realize how you've been sabotaging your own happiness. What have I been doing that's been blocking where have I been like my worst enemy because of some actions that I've taken, because of some psychological baggage I've been carrying? I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to clear that out, to see it, because you can't heal it until you see it. Talking about it might help with the sun and Mercury. You might like talk to a counselor, and that, like kind of talk therapy is really going to help you see certain things that you've been maybe unable to see, certain blind spots. And you have the ability to transform on a major level, where you're changing your health. You're getting like dropping addictions, dropping obsessions, dropping any psychological baggage that's been standing in the way of your happiness. You have the Uranus is in your 10th house, and the moon and sun are favorably aspecting Uranus and the North Node. So the 10th house is your life direction. You can have an unexpected change of status that puts you in a new direction, that gives you greater freedom. So, and it's because you're dropping the baggage that's been holding you down, that's been blocking your joy and your success. When you're going through like a psychological transformation this month, with this starting with the full moon, because the full moon helps you to see things. You have Venus in the 7th with Saturn, so you got to get real in a partnership. You could be making a commitment. If not, you could be seeing the truth about a relationship and realizing I either have to leave or commit, one or the other. I can't, like, you're seeing the truth, because Saturn brings like challenges, and if you can overcome the challenge, you can make the relationship stronger. But in some cases, you may see certain truths where you realize, I don't want to be here, this is not right for me, and then it could end a relationship. Venus is trining Mars, so your friendships are really important. You could have romance with a friend, or through friendships, or through the groups that you belong to, could connect you with someone that you could have a really good connection with. But you have to be realistic. Saturn represents, being willing to do the work, being willing to accept responsibility, make a commitment. So those are some of the things that you're going to be dealing with this month. Where do I need to commit? What do I need to, what responsibility do I need to take on in this partnership? And that could be business or personal. The 7th house is the house of committed partnerships, both marriage and also career, like business. So if you're partnering with someone in a business, you have to realize, figure out what is it that I need to do, what is it the other person needs to do. You can't have it. You've got to make that commitment and be willing to work on it. You have Jupiter in the 9th with Chiron, and Mars in the 11th is sextiling Jupiter. So you could be wanting to travel more. Maybe you're deciding, I want to go travel, or I want to go back to school and pick up some new skills. Or if you're older, you might be wanting to teach what you know. And that could have a healing effect on you. It could change. Jupiter's bringing opportunity in your 9th house. The 9th house is the house of higher education, teaching, learning, long-distance travel. So maybe you just need to get out of your comfort zone and just go and see how the other world, the world lives. And it could be maybe taking a healing journey. But it could also be changing your beliefs, because the 9th house is also your spiritual belief system. So maybe you have to believe that it's possible that you can heal. Maybe there are certain things that you need to realize that are possible. Maybe you've lost your faith in certain things. That, like, I don't know if I can be healed. Or you may have to travel to get healing. But either way, I feel like things are going to come to the surface that are going to help you. If you're open to healing, this could be a very healing time at this full moon. Mercury will go direct. Well, Mars goes direct first on the 12th, and then Mercury goes direct on the 18th. So if you feel like things have been stagnating in a health issue or a work issue, things are going to start to move after Mercury goes direct. You can clear up any misunderstandings, any communication issues, especially around work colleagues. And Mars going direct in the 11th, you're going to have more energy to go after your goals and your dreams. Then we have this new moon in Aquarius, which is in your 7th house. So I feel like you could have a new beginning in a relationship because of all the healing you've been doing at the beginning of the month. When you reach the new moon, you have an opportunity to turn over a new leaf and have a new start in some way in a relationship or a partnership. Because I think you're going through a lot of changes. You might even be making a commitment or figuring out what you need to commit to. Because Venus and Saturn are going to be coming together in your 7th house. That could work two ways. One, it could cause you to want to make a commitment, makes a relationship more permanent, but it could also bring reality to the surface where you see the truth about a relationship and you realize, okay, I want to commit to this, but I don't want that. So you might be weeding out partnerships that don't make sense anymore, that don't satisfy your needs. Uranus is in the 10th, so there could be some sudden changes in your career path. You might even be getting on a new career path. I feel like friendships and networking are going to be important this month, especially around the new moon. It's going to lead to opportunity and growth, and especially changes in your life status or career. So some of you might be making a commitment, getting married, going from single to married, or if you're married, you might be going from married to single. If you decide, this partnership isn't working, because Saturn is going to show you the truth. And then you may decide to travel or pick up some new skills because you have Jupiter in the 9th. Jupiter brings luck and abundance wherever it goes. So you may suddenly realize, you know what, I've been living too small. I've been playing a too small a role in my life. And there's a whole world out there. And I don't have to be limited in my partnerships. Maybe, you might connect with someone who's from a different culture. Someone who changes your belief system in some way. I feel like, too, some of you might just want to pick up some new skills. Either going back to school, finishing your degree, getting some training, or traveling to just broaden your horizons. But there could be some new beginnings in relationships and partnerships at this new moon. So where you could actually make a commitment. I feel like some of you might be making a commitment or meeting someone that you can eventually commit to. Seeing where you're like, I'm wasting my time in this one partnership. It's not going anywhere. And then you meet someone that you could really have a solid relationship with, and you might be moving more in that direction. So I feel like you're going to release what's no longer serving you and overcome the blockages that have been preventing you from having success and in love and in career. And there's going to be a lot of changes this month, but changes will be for the good because you're no longer wasting energy on things that are draining you, that are not working. And also your own habits that have been sabotaging your own success. Like you're going to see, oh, this is what I've been doing that's blocking me. I'm going to stop doing that. And that's going to open the door to new opportunities and love and success. So I think that the end of the month is going to be a lot better. The beginning might be a little difficult because you have to see things you may not want to see. But once you come to terms with that and work on yourself, the end of the month is going to bring opportunity. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Leo. If you did, leave a comment. Click on the like button. Click on the subscribe button. If you want a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, have a wonderful January. Happy New Year. And I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.